So we're going live, yes. Getting things ready, making sure all the lights, sound, I hear the sound. And make sure we have action. We have action. Yes. We have action. We have action. Yes. I forget to close those windows sometimes. Sorry about that. We're going to be talking about aliens and UFOs today here in this live broadcast. Yes. And it looks like everything is good. All right. See my cat. We are starting this transmission of spirit. Thank you for those hearts already. Look at that. Machiva. Showing some love as we have this inner, you would say, realization, this inner connection with our higher parts, our higher selves, yes? Machiva. I'm just getting started, guys. And actually, I want to burn my charcoal disc right now. We'll do that first. Because a lot of you already know that you're an angel or a starseed or an indigo child, right? So we're still developing ourselves and developing our community and developing this dialogue between each other and the world, the planet, and consciousness here. Just need my lighter. Voila. And light the charcoal real quick. And you guys understand this isn't just an Earth thing. But of course, we Earthlings are going to be talking about what's happening with our history and our drama. But this is a galactic thing. This is a universal thing. A cosmic thing, yes. And everything that you see here in this world, in this drama of ours, is higher consciousness that has came down to experience this lower worlds and body forms and experiences. So it's higher beings coming here to experience these, well, to us, we relate to physical bodies. These beings have no bodies. And generally speaking, most of them are coming from before there is bodies. You would say pure consciousness. You must realize, even if you're in religion, we have consciousness. What is that? Consciousness, really. We're speaking, we have memory, we have knowledge, we have code, we have spirit inside of us. That's from another world. It's separate from this body, separate. So it thinks. We can't grab it and hug it, right? But it's there, separate from the body. Okay, the body needs sleep. The body needs rest. The body gets sick. The consciousness doesn't need rest, doesn't need sleep. It moves on without the body. And it's the same way we can describe these otherworldly beings, separate from this physical realm, a different realm, coming from another terrestrial world to our terrestrial. They're extraterrestrial. And also something called multi-dimensional. Okay, we have planets and galaxies in this bandwidth of reality. We live, our world, our history is in this bandwidth of reality. But there's other bandwidths of reality. Other worlds that angels, aliens, higher consciousness is coming from. Yes? And so we incarnate from a higher place down to this place. We're souls, spirits, angels, having this human experience. Machiva. It is archangels having angels experiences. Okay, it is humans, you would say, having animal experiences, plant experiences. You would say every level is another part of our greater self. We have many selves that make up the one self. You would say, if you add all of your lifetime experience, all of your past life experience, all of your future life experience, those are all collectively one experience of your greater self. This is a piece right now in this life. Your next life will be another piece, until you are collecting a bunch of pieces into the complete self, the higher self, into that alien self, into that angel, archangel self, and beyond. So we're going to be talking about angels and archangels tonight. You come to the real deal. We don't mess around, vatos. we bring this code, we bring this history, we bring this knowledge, this information, and guess what? Psst, psst, psst. Secret. Don't tell nobody. This information is already inside your DNA, your body, your code. I'm just helping you remember it, bring it out, reclaim it. What you already have. You are an angel. You are an alien at a higher level in another world, another form. Okay? As psychic beings, we can see this life, this world, and other worlds when we close these eyes and go into the extraterrestrial, go into the other dimensional, multi-dimensional, multiverse. Okay? Not just this verse, rhyme, reason, lifetime, other many lifetimes. And think of that as all collectively as you. All those experiences is an angel, is an archangel, is an avatar. But down here we have a memory problem. We don't remember it all. We don't see it all. But it's still, it doesn't make it not so. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean aliens aren't real. UFOs aren't real. How many of you, raise your hand, how many of you have seen a UFO alien? And it doesn't have to be this like close encounters of the third kind. It could be from dream state. It could be from visions. It could be from medicine. This is how consciousness works. Okay? It's not like you were given a handbook. We learn these things through our teachings, through our code. A lot of you have differences between you and your brother and your sister, if you have siblings. Why? You're from the same parents. Why do you have completely, totally different characters? It's not the body. It's the spirit. It's the consciousness inside that's different than your brother's consciousness or your sister's consciousness or your parents. That's your true identity. But we relate to this. We relate to what we see in the mirror. That's not us. It is. It's a piece. But we want to realize the whole. The full self. So please stay with us to the end as long as you can. Because you're going to get a unique point of view on angels and aliens, holy ones. Not religion. Much respect to your beliefs there. And not from science. Not, much respect to your understanding there. We're taking science and religion and merging. Something science should do and religion should do would merge their ideas. See, God doesn't believe, religion doesn't believe God exists. Let me say it right the third time. Science doesn't believe God exists, and angels don't believe in some of the things that science talks about. So, okay, you're missing a big chunk. And so, the benefit of being whole brain instead of part brain or just like a patriarchy or a matriarchy. It's not including both. You're segregating females. You're segregating males in a patriarchy, matriarchy. You're segregating science in religion. In science, you're segregating religion. We're talking about all. You cannot understand the truth without embracing all. Not a fraction, not a piece. You want the whole shizzle dizzle. We call it sacred spiritual science. Spiritual science? That seems like a conundrum. It is spiritual and it is science. Welcome to tonight's video about aliens and UFOs and angels. What's up, homies? Chicago. Let me start saying hello. And pick the right glasses, right? if I can find them and not sit on them or... Wait, what's up? I know I just had them. I'll try these for now. It's not good enough. I gotta see where I put them. Yeah, that's what I thought. One day I will have this all worked out. I promise. Let me go to the top. They're among us. Are they among us? For sure, honey. There's something called alien-human hybrids, and we're going to talk about that. So stay tuned. Hang around. What's up? We got friendly people here. You might meet some new friends. Joski Roos. Machiva. Yes. You said it, Holy One. Sound. Machiva is power. Sound is primordial to light. Think about that one. Chicas. Holt. Bring it. Did you say... Wait, my glasses. I'm trying to see if this says popcorn. Does that say... What the... Bring it on. You're either saying bring it on or it's... I'm so sorry, man. Nothing personal. What? These are all cloudy and shit. Yeah, I gotta like clean them and shit. It's alright. We got this going on. If I don't break nothing. I gotta see this to open it. 3D, honey. There. We got this. And you're never alone, you guys. There's angels around somewhere. In this space is all your consciousness, honey. You're never alone. You have a minimum of 1,728 other parts of you inside. What's up, Chiquila? A minimum. We say a minimum because indigo children will have more. Only because they're doing more work in the higher fields. And the timelines, different timelines. They're involved in a time project, a huge time project. The last letter is an M, I think. Bring it on, I think he said. I love you, brother. What's up? Intellectual being. When will they arrive? They're already here, homie. What's up? And just because you don't see spaceships landing, and you don't see them on the news saying, hi, we're from planet this and that, because it's a secret. They're here. They're already... I'm not saying in mass arrived, but there's beings, there's races that actually live here, and there's beings, like it says in the title, they're among us. Some are actually looking like human because they're part human, but not only human. That's still, to us, considered an alien. Hybrid or not. It's an extraterrestrial that some of you don't feel comfortable with if you know that they're kind of like not telling us they're here, right? And some of these hybrids don't know they're hybrids. It's not like your physiology is going to be so different, or your consciousness will definitely be different, but you're going to be not putting... Some of you don't put two and two together. I'm an alien? Yes, homie, you're an alien. Starseeds are aliens. We reincarnate here. We bring our soul consciousness down to the earth consciousness and help out. So there's good aliens among us, and there's negative aliens among us. And we'll be talking more of that in the greater subject of this video to answer your question. But yeah, they're already here. Not in mass. Of course, that doesn't take long to come through the stargates. In other words, they're not going light speed. You're not going to be getting them pinging on some radar or satellite. They're here like that. So that's why there's a whole bunch of security involving the gates. There's wars over the gates. There's control over the gates. Some of the dark beings have some of Earth's gates. They have control of who comes in the gates because they have taken it over. So this is a spiritual war, and some of these aliens and angels are not good. So while the light serves all are one, the law of one, the sacred, universal law of one, others are not. Others are not nice. Others are not in your best interest. Okay? So we're not saying they're all Anunnaki are bad, all reptilians are bad. Most of them are, though. The race is fallen. The entire race is fallen. I don't mean to use the word entire. I mean the race fell. Is there individuals that didn't? Sure. But why make an argument with me and say all reptilians are not bad? We know that. But the race fell. The reptilian race fell. They're fallen. They're dark. Is there nice ones? Sure. Sure. We're not talking about the nice ones. We're talking about the dark ones. I'm only saying this because some people are going to say shit. Not all reptilians are bad. Watch. You'll see it in the comments. Not in the chat, but you'll see it in the video comments. When I just said, hey, they're not all bad. Mokuya. Peace and love to you, Sean. Galactic Guardians. Achiwa. First sight. First eye. First vision. Yeah, Machiva. We have Belinda. Greetings. Holt, my day's been good, Holy One. How's your day been? I mean, it was like this, you know, because we're involved with a lot of energies coming in and out of the planet, out of our own Templar, and just in general, people going through their shit and stuff. So we have bumps. It's kind of like you're on an airplane and you're going to some wonderful vacation, but you get turbulence on the way there. It's been a good day, brother. Thanks for asking. My circle, says Donna. Welcome, Donna. Much respect to you. Que pasa, Indigo Wizard? What's up, moderator? What's up, homie? What's up, member? Much respect, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping out. Que pasa? ID like fire. Is that an I or an L? Lowercase L. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes you don't know. Greetings, Holy One. Much respect. Helena again is here again. Yeah. Machiva. Machiva. I just wanted to catch up, you guys. We got Kaiba Star Seeds. Hello, everyone. Love all hippie. Or is that hippie? All has been well since we last spoke. I hope all of you are making leaps and bounds towards your spiritual enlightenment. Thank you, Holy Ones, for those vibes. Danny Jones, who am I? Is that a question, or are you just saying, who am I? If you're asking me, I don't do readings. Sorry, Danny. What's up? You are God, sovereign, free. You just got answered. What's up? Excuse me, I'm trying to itch my nose, scratch my itch. I just got done trimming out a house, riding my bike back to my bus. All right, Holy One, thanks for stopping in. If we see you later, I might be here for a few hours, so we might see you again. Be safe. Safe travels. You said it. God. Sorry. Machiva. Psychic Al Jason. Remember Simba? The Lyran lion people, Vato Locos. Mark Schuler, welcome. Thank you for sending a heart, Donna. JRB. The intersection of humility, acknowledging one's limited knowledge, and curiosity, a desire to expand understanding, multiplied by open-mindedness, willingness to entertain unconventional ideas. Well said. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect. I've seen a ship. I'll do what do you call it? Probably 10 minutes. I'll do one of those. Take a poll about UFOs, because I'm also one person who's seen, I would say, 3 UFOs, but the third one was the most incredible one. The others I just kind of saw at a distance. Well, the first one was pretty freaking unbelievable. I don't know what I was witnessing, and it was in the middle of the day. I don't know what it was. It wasn't conventional. But the third one was, I still don't know what it was either, but it was going like this once, and then did it a second time, twice. It looked like a dolphin in the sky jumping like that, disappeared, don't see it. Jumping up again and down, don't see it. What was that? Unidentified flying object. So I that was the second one. The third one was undeniable. The third one actually interacted with me, and that story's been said a few times, and I was just simply dressed, camping in my tent, nothing, just me, by myself, around, I would say 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. I was about to do a live. I wasn't even Christos Avatar. This was my old channel. Yeah. That was before I started Christos Avatar. Okay. So, yes, this was a big deal in my life. You would say, let's say you have some huge thing that's supernatural, paranormal. Well, that would be one of your major events that happened in your life. Well, that UFO was a major event that happened in my life. And now it doesn't matter if people will tell me they don't exist, right? It doesn't matter if they tell me, because it does exist. It is real. It's tangible. It's not supernatural, but we are on some bizarre freaking planet where we're being manipulated and controlled and not allowed to know certain things until they have no choice but to tell us, until they will someday just say straight up, as they're already starting, publicly telling us UFOs are real. They've already said it a few times. Well, they're going to be more disclosure. Okay, if UFOs are real, doesn't that mean aliens are real too? Because a lot of you don't believe in that. Starseeds, indigos see this shit without binoculars, without special military, tracking systems or ships. Okay, we can do this in our consciousness. The things that others will say don't exist, like these aliens and angels, they'll say don't exist. It's all in your own mind. Hello. These are the people who are not psychic, who are not perceiving, seeing, feeling. Why? Well, there's all kinds of people here who have different levels of consciousness. That means they have lived and done different things in their past lives, present lives. Okay? Their DNA has been different because yours was, let's say, they were on a spiritual journey and awakening their psychic Templar. That takes many lifetimes, natural lifetimes, to open all of these. It's designed that way. We go through a process of reincarnation, and we're slowly going back up, what we call return back to source God. You never left God, but the memory of God has been blocked. Okay, your memory of being this higher being is forgotten temporarily, because as you expand in DNA I mean, in consciousness, your DNA expands, which returns your memory because it's grown back into your awareness, literally. So you're not becoming something for the first time. You're actually reclaiming something you already are. We already have this consciousness, man. If you're starseed, if you're indigo child, you are an angel who came from this level down, down, down to earth. Made a soul contract to be born. They're literally called birthing contracts. You made a birthing contract at the soul level, so they're also called soul contracts. We made soul contracts, birthing contracts, with our parents. That doesn't mean your parents are going to remember jack shit. It doesn't mean you're going to remember as an indigo. You're like, waking up. You don't remember anything yet? Your parents don't know. Maybe you're going to hate each other or dislike each other, or they're going to be mean to you or not good parents to you. Whatever. You're still an indigo child, homie. Waking up. You're still an angel. That means 6-dimensional, third eye. You have people on the planet who have their third eye awakened. Doesn't mean it's fully open to the maximum. It just means some of it is here. They can see. They can still see and feel other worlds, other beings. Compared to someone who has nothing. It's a closed up chakra. Some people call it calcified. Doesn't work for you. So you don't see these things. You don't think they exist. How come I haven't seen an alien? I've never seen a UFO. It's not real. You're lying. Sir, this is what these people say and do. We're liars. We're crackpots. We're insane. We're stupid. I mean, that's what they're saying about us. Anyone who sees UFOs, anyone who sees and communicates to aliens must be off their boat, right? You see, these are the ones who haven't opened and awakened their own Templar. That's what the Guardians call them. Chakra. They don't know jack shit. They're the blind fools calling others fools when they're the ones who don't see. They think we have the problem when we see higher divine worlds and beings. And something's wrong with us. When they're the ones that haven't caught up with the meta-human who has more than 5 senses, who perceives through stargates, consciousness, other history and heritage that, hey, what's up? We don't need you to believe, man. Hear me out very carefully. I don't need you to believe. I say this lovingly. I don't care if you believe or not. Some of you believe, and no, it's not a belief. It's not a hope. It's a knowing. It's an experience. It's a testimony. It's a witness. Okay? So when that turns on, you know. Not hope, not faith. You need faith. No, you don't need faith. You can actually see. You can actually experience and feel and wow. See, it's when you don't believe and you have everything, which is your higher consciousness, closed. And you're only seeing, experiencing from the ego. From the ego, you don't see no aliens, vato, or angels. You don't understand them, you don't believe in them. Oh, you go on a spiritual journey, learn how to meditate and close these eyes and open this eye. Okay, you start, that's a process of, you're trying to jumpstart a car that won't turn on. You gotta hit it. You gotta get that DNA to start creaking and awakening. It's been in slumber. Your car's been sitting for years. I hope it starts. You hope you can perceive God. angels or aliens. No, some don't want to see aliens. They don't want to see scary spirits. They're afraid. You see the different types of consciousness that are on Earth? There are those who see and know aliens and UFOs. I just told you my story. In 3D, I saw a UFO, homie. Undeniable. I'm not trying to convince you. I don't need to. Where's the proof? Proof's inside you, homie. Every time you look for proof, you're missing out. Because the proof is right here. Remember, no faith. It's a knowing. It's a seeing. It's a witnessing. You will see a feline cat, blue-skinned hominid, right in front of you. You will see undeniable UFO craft stop, turn blue, disappear, land and talk to you, talk in your dream state. No faith required. It's real, homie. And when you open your consciousness, because yours is closed, when you open it, you will see the UFO. You will see the aliens. You will have communications. You will have connections. Realize. Or don't. You're God sovereign free. Maybe you don't choose to see angels or aliens. I love you. What's going on, homies? Thank you for coming here. Right here with me now on Crystal's Avatar. Let's light that candle. Yeah. And get this incense going. Because I lit the charcoal a while ago. Yeah, we got this. White copal. Say it with me. Copal. Copal. Machiva. I love you. You gotta just be able to love, homies. If it's hard for you to love anyone, you have some healing to do. And that's okay. We all need healing. Some type of healing. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual healing. Here's some benzoin. Yeah, baby. That's a good one. And we're gonna do some amber. Because we're diving deep, talking about aliens and these spiritual beings called angels. Cool, yeah. I mean, you can go learn from these other people about aliens. You can go watch Gaia and, you know, the New Age, get a bunch of information from the New Age. Man, someone following Christos. I see all these New Agers coming out talking about the Pleiadians and the Syrians and the Enlil and the Inky and the Marduks and the Galactic Federation and the Michael Archangels. It's getting out of hand. We have this lie. We have this distortion. We have this darkness. It's an attack. Religion's an attack. New Age is an attack. No, I'm not New Age. What is New Age? That was done by the Jehovahans. Youre. A people. A race. Fallen angels. Dark consciousness. They created the New Age. They created this religions. You're worshiping a being called Jehovah, right? A lot of you are worshiping or following Michael. You love these archangels. You say, hey David, you're talking about angels tonight. Not these angels, homie. Not religion. I love you, whatever you believe, but realize these are beings explained through energy, through consciousness. An angel can be explained. A soul is tangible. God is tangible. It can be explained. And it's an it, not a he or she. Thank you for the hearts, Holy One. Okay, so it's tangible because there's science involved. Spirit and science, remember? And the universal sacred law of one, all are this one mighty creator being who created all beings, even the little punks saying they're God. Worship me, I'm your God. Those other ones are not really God. I'm the real God. You see this bullshit? You hear this, you read it, you feel it. Run. This is fallen angel. Will you understand what is an angel through the Bible? No, you will not. Not through science either. Hello. Not through New Age. You're going to understand God. You're going to understand what are angels. You're going to understand who you are through Christos. Innerchristos. That means inner God, inner Christ, not outside. That is a lie. That is the false creed. Nothing is outside. Realize it's a projection. It's a hologram. It's energy. It's consciousness. It is being, you are the one creating your hologram reality. Everything you do is projected. Your thoughts are projecting your reality. That's why the beings who figure that out, they start benefiting, honey. You got incentive to figure out this shit. That this is energy, this is consciousness, and you control it. You know the games, you know how to run the matrix. Because you would have benefits, right, over others. The others would not know what the F is going on. They just see God and angels and hell. They don't see nothing else. So we're like remembering again and perceiving again the true word, the true history and heritage and timeline. Because it's a joke when you got people worshiping these dark beings like Michael and religion. I mean, you can't blame them because we were all in religion at one time. Aren't you just as a little kid just dragged to church? You weren't. Did anyone ask you? No one asked you if you. That should be something a parents would always leave to their kid, man. Let the kid decide if it wants to follow Jehovah or some Viking god or some other god. Let the kid decide, because it's the kid's soul. Spirit, consciousness, and you want to impose on it a model of reality, a model for God, a model for the divine, a model for angels? No. That model sucks. That model is bullshit. That model just crumbles, honey. What is a UFO really? What is an alien really? Okay, not from science, not from New Age, not from religion. What is an alien? An alien is what you call a multi-dimensional extraterrestrial. So, first of all, that just takes a sledgehammer to your freaking flat earth BS. Chickamautia! Extraterrestrial worlds that are round. So, these angels are extraterrestrial, multi-dimensional beings. That means they're outside your terrestrial Earth, a different body, a different sphere. Wow! Well, what a concept. And then in that race, they're in a different sphere, people, race. Okay, you're in a consciousness. It's round, and here's the next round one, and here's this round. Anyways, so we're in this that's what an angel is. It's a being that lives in another terrestrial, in another dimension. That's why we say extraterrestrial and multi-dimensional. Not some little birdie flying and servant. No, what the hell? What the F is this? It's an extraterrestrial, multi-dimensional being. Higher being. Now, you have to realize there's many levels. There's 15 greater, levels. And you're on the 3rd, the angel's on the 6th, the archangel's on the 7th. So you don't know this stuff from religion, from New Age, or science. You don't get to know this stuff. In come inner Christ, in come inner Christos. Spiritual, sacred science. You're going to learn about your Templar, the planet's Templar, the galactic, the universal Templar. You're going to know what it is to be a guardian, alien, extraterrestrial, multidimensional. One that's serving the law of one or not serving the law of one. Religion's not. New Age is not serving the law of one. That's to New Age. Church is not. Oh, I said religion, right? Religion, New Age, all of that shit. Dude, you're not getting it from there. Sorry. Science. Science, religion, New Age. So you're not getting your understanding. You're getting confusion. Separation from God. If you're following religion, science, or New Age. Okay, if you're following them, you're not getting the understanding of God or angels or aliens. Angels and aliens, they're the same thing. But when you say angel, you know exactly what level of alien. The 6th dimensional level. Humans, 3rd dimensional level. 1, 2, 3. Astral, archetype, angelic. 3 levels above human. Okay? So this is a being. It's not going like this like you see in the Renaissance paintings. It's an extraterrestrial. It doesn't look human. Oh, the consciousness makes a birthing contract and comes into the human DNA. It mixes with the human DNA. Now it looks like us. It's still extraterrestrial, homie. You had to bring in extraterrestrial DNA to and the human DNA, and now you got this human extraterrestrial. Well, that's the good guys. The indigos are doing that. The good guys. The bad guys are doing it too. They're aliens, mixing with the human DNA like we did, but they're negative. We're following law of one, they're following Luciferian or Satan or the opposite. The Guardians actually call it anti-Christos. So we're being born on Earth trying to raise and help humanity. They're coming to Earth to take it over. And they are. From the inside. That goes beyond Manchurian Candidate. Okay, that goes into, wow, they're planning in the higher realities. In the higher realities, they're planning on putting their spirits, their soul levels into this human level. That's what Star Indigo does. Archangel says, I want to go to Earth and help them out. Those dark avatars want to go there and take over. Wipe you out. Or take over, whichever one. Maybe wipe out most of you, Georgia Guidestones. And use the rest of you for entertainment or resources or to sell, off-world. Humans are valuable commodities. But they want to wipe out most of you. Check out those stones I told you about in Georgia. In America. Right there! In different languages. Wow, that's weird. No, it's not. Find out who owns it. Find out what it says in Georgia on those stones. Guess what, homies? If you stay on this earth, if you stay on this timeline, the Dracos and Zeta Gray aliens conquer your ass. That's what you inherit. So we're learning the future. We know what happens to us in the future. So which timeline are you going to go to? Because they also tell us that the rest of the humans go to Phantom Earth, man. It's in Voyagers 2. Check it out. Control F, Phantom Earth. You'll find the page number like that. I don't know why you guys aren't using Control F on your PDFs. Control F, Phantom Earth. Then you get to read about Phantom Earth from Ashiana. From the Guardians, actually. The Guardians wrote Voyagers books. Ashiana made all the workshops. Machiva. That's according to her own mouth. Machiva. And I have some people asking me again about Ashiana. Okay, understand something. I met her in person. I mean, why are you asking me this when it's already known and I have videos about it now? I have videos about it. Watch it. It's only 30 seconds or 60 seconds, homie. It's not a big deal. I met her in 2010. And what? I met her and her husband, and I believe, I wasn't told, but I believe I saw her kids. Because they were brought up on stage, and they were talking about the next generation. And that was in 2010. I don't know where that came from, except some assholes always got to be negative on my... There's lots of love. Lots of you guys are loving and peaceful. But then you're going to get some major 3D a-holes. Just expect it. Don't let it ruin your day. I'm tripping out on my glasses. Hopefully they're not far. I mean, I just wiped them clean and used them. What am I talking about? Right? I just wiped them clean and used them. How? This is what I'm talking about, dude. I can travel other dimensions of reality, but when it comes to my glasses, I'm like tripping out. I need to get married just so my wife can help me with my glasses. There we go. I'm sitting on them, halfway sitting on them. I was just joking. I wouldn't marry someone just for that reason. Somebody's gonna still take me out of context. Bastitas. That's how people are. We got a lot of a-holes and bitches in the world. I love you. It doesn't matter if you're an a-hole. I still love you. It doesn't matter if you're an alien, homies. I still love you. Machiva! Yeah, own your mistakes. There we go. Yeah, you guys, you can't point the finger at nobody else, right? So, angels, most of the ideas is coming from religion, and here is some guy telling you that it's all bullshit. You know, prove it, Davian. You guys, when you become psychic, you won't be saying that anymore. You will be one of the millions of people, that's not many, a few million humans are psychic. That's it. The rest don't know jack shit. You know, there's called Aryans. They're called earth seeds. This is new to them, the heart chakra. That's the fourth dimension. They're in the third dimension. This is extraterrestrial. They're not used to that. Okay? Are you saying it's impossible for an earth seed to open their heart chakra? No. There's going to be individuals who can do it. As a matter of fact, Ashiana says on Earth right now there's between 2.5 strands. That means you don't have fully 3 strands, only 2.5. On Earth, there's different types of humans from 2.5 to 3.5. So that means most humans do not have their 4th strand. That's why I say it's an alien consciousness if you're bringing it in. Earths are 3, homie. 3. 2.5, that's between your genitals and your belly. It's around your belly button. This is solar plexus. 2.5 is down here by your belly button. That's not much consciousness, homie. Some are 3.5, so that would be 3. Here's your heart, and here's your solar, so there will be around here. You feel that bottom of your rib cage? You know, if someone punched you right there, ow. You know, so anyways, right there, you're a 3.5er. You don't even have the heart chakra. That's 4. You're not 4. You're between 2.5 and 3.5. You don't have the heart chakra. You don't have heart consciousness. That's why there's a lot of a-holes and bitches in the world, man. There's a lot of low vibe consciousness because they don't have the heart. I'm not even talking about the spiritual throat chakra or the third eye. What for? When most humans don't even have this. That's why we're in this period of time. We're in a period of time growing the heart chakra. See, naturally, you would grow as a people, and you would all go to your 3rd strand. You all become a 4th strand together. You can't go to the 4th dimension without the 4th strand, homie. That's why you need to make the heart chakra, or you can't literally ascend. And according to Ashiana and all the drama that's happened with the fallen angels, now you need 5 strands anyways. So what are we talking about? You failed if you only made it to the heart, when most humans have even made the heart. You see, I'm not speaking fear when I'm telling you most humans are falling. I'm speaking what's actually the reality. According to Ashiana and the Guardians, they say it in black and white. Most humans are falling. There is something going to be called Phantom Earth. That's where all these billions of people are falling to. Phantom Earth, homie. You think you're complaining about this being bad. Earth, you think Earth is bad. You don't want to go to no fallen angelic freaking Phantom Earth, dude. You will be in horror. You want to be on the people who are psychic, that means you open the heart chakra at least. Listen to me carefully, guys. Any of you watching this channel right now, you can answer this question to yourself. Are you psychic in the slightest? Anything. Anything with seeing, feeling, sensing. That means you're activating this higher. What I'm trying to say is you're one of these starseeds. If you're psychic. Humans in general are not psychic, because they only have the 3 chakras. Psychic happens when you bring in your astral fourth strand. Most humans, some are only like this. Okay, so most humans are this, but you're coming in with this and that, third eye, throat, and heart. If you have third eye, brothers and sisters, you're an angel. That is called the celestial consciousness, which is 3 levels above humans. That's how high level angels are. There are 3 conscious levels. That's 3 epochs, 3 evolutions. We evolve to astral. The astral evolves to archetype. The archetype evolves to angel, celestial. And the angel will evolve to a higher alien, extraterrestrial. And these bodies of these aliens not only don't look human, they look totally alien. What a concept, right? Well, they also are partially less physical. They're not as physical. They are ghost-like, like you could put your hand through their body. Because they're half physical. Technically, it's called, we're in carbon matter, they're called carbon silicate. Carbon crystal or carbon etheric, whichever your pleasure. I like to call it carbon crystal. So we're in carbon. Then you become, these aliens up there are carbon crystal, which the human race is carbon crystal in the future. You're not learning that from science or religion, honey. Only from the Christos. Innerchristos. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the Guardian innerchristos knowledge. Ashiana Dean, starting with the Voyagers book, and all of the workshops after that, which is a whole freaking bunch of workshops. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I'm feeling called to do this. All right. (1998), the Amenti series. 1999, Ancient Rites of Passage. Now, also 1999, The Evolutionary Path of Consciousness. 2000, Beyond the Veils. This is all Ashiana. 2000 again, Egyptian Lectures Awakening the Flames of Orion. 2000 again, Holy Grail Quest. 2001, The Lemurian and Atlantean Legacies. 2001, Cathara, Biospiritual Healing. What? Well, this says level 2. Anyways, I'll keep going. I'm just tripping out now. I don't know why number 2 is first. Well, maybe it's renamed wrong. But anyways, the 2001 also Arthurian Roundtables. 2001, Mechanics of Manifestation. 2001, One World Order Rising. 2002, that's when that happened, right? 2002, Advanced Cathara Biospiritual Healing 1 and 2. That's when Cathara really came out in 2002. 21 years ago, homies. 2002, also United Intruder Resistance. 2002, are you taking notes? Dance for Life. 2002, Architects of Light, Secrets of the Indigo Children, one of my favorite. 2002, Dance for Love. 2002, Preparing for Contact. 2002, Dance for Freedom Part 2. 2002, Dance for Freedom Huh? It's just out of order because they're renamed almost the same, I think. It's one above the other. So the Forbidden Testaments, Revelation 1, 2000 oh, what? That was 2003. 2003, Dance for Life, or Joy. Dance for Joy. 2003, Cosmic Clock Reset. 2003, The Science and Spirituality of Creation. 2003, The Secrets of Yugas, the Celestial Arcs and Angles. 2004, Cathara 4, Revelations of Ra. 2004, Cathara Levels 2 and 3, Foundations Awakening the Living Lotus. 2005, the Ketherdon Awakening. 2005, the Etherdon Awakening. 2005, Whispers of Rasha Rishe. This is our sister Ashiana and the Guardians, Holy Ones. 2006, I'm not making this up. Understand? There's a whole body of knowledge from the 1998. Whispers of the Rasha Rishe. I said that word right. Sacred Sexuality and Art of Divine Relationship, Part 1. In Denver. Part 2 was in Phoenix. Part 3 was in Virginia Beach. 2006, Treasures of the Tower and the Secret Garden. 2006, The Two Moons Rising. 2006, the Festival of Light. I know some of you aren't into all this, so I better stop talking, but there's at least 25 more. I'm saying that because some of that knowledge is being taken down. The fallen angels are making sure of that shit. And according to the Voyager's information itself, they also talk and reveal of when the dark illuminated ones, you know, when they have done this throughout history, every time the indigos have come and bring in the law of one, hello, I'm talking the law of one, and every period of history that we've come in, they keep the dark illuminated ones living in that time, the ones in power at that time, will always try to take the information and distort it or remove it, whatever. And it was one time in France where they just went ahead and murdered all the indigos because they were all grouped in France. And like you heard me say, Cathara, these French were called the Cathari. They taught the Cathara, ascension teachings, man. Ashiana, who cares if she wants to be private? Look what she did. Look what the Guardians brought to Earth, man. You ain't finding nothing that teaches you ascension at this level. Nothing on Earth, man. Only the Christos. I don't have to convince you. Just check. When I first saw Ashiana in 2010, when I was there in person in Phoenix in Slider 6, right? Slider. Let me get this straight. 2010. She did 2010 was Festival of Light, Makers of Wings and Other Things. Sliders 7, Sarasota. Sliders 8, Phoenix. So I was at Sliders 8. I gotta watch that video, man. Maybe I can see myself in it. Yeah, baby. I was at Sliders 8. Yeah. And that was right after Carrie Cassidy interviewed her for the first time. Somehow, some way, I was looking at spiritual knowledge stuff, and that came into my feed, right? And then next thing I know, I'm sitting there watching Ashiana in person. So my soul level, my higher ups wanted me to get that code from the master in person, and that's actually where I learned Cathara. They had a in-person workshop there. I learned Cathara and how to heal and how to teach it. I even had a partner because we had to do this palm healing, and we actually laid down and on this table, and anyways. Now she's private. She doesn't do this anymore. So you got to get this archived. You got to have this downloaded. You got to have this saved. This has to be available. Don't let the dark illuminated ones remove it all. Much respect. Indigo, what's up, Bato? You're right, Helena. We're all coming together. That's what it is. I mean, it's our like minds, you know, because we don't find, and generally most indigos are isolated even from their parents, because if their parents aren't indigos, then they're like feel really lost, and so they find other people online like us who are just like them, having psychic experiences, wow, that your family didn't believe in, and whatever. They want to send you to a shrink or send you or make you take pharmaceuticals because you astral travel out of your body. That to them, that's a big no-no, understand? If your parents are hardcore into religion, what you're experiencing, starseed, indigo child, is considered wicked. So you best keep that to yourself, unless you want it removed from the shrink. Because that's their job, to remove it from you. You'll be taking some pharmaceuticals that will just take care of that psychic perceptions real quick. Then what are you? You came here with a purpose. Now what are you though? You just been disempowered, indigo. There's a spiritual war and there's attack. Now we have kids with ADHD and all these diseases related to this consciousness being destroyed through this barbaric, oh, you want to call it medicine or therapy, when you have no idea. I show you what these indigo children are, you guys. They're way above angels and archangels. They're the original. They're primal. They're even beyond our primary founders races, because they're coming from the highest ascended master level. Ashiana lovingly calls them Ayani. This would be the indigo type ones. Machiva. Some indigos are from density 5. To be honest, to be fair. But the higher up indigos, like Joshua, are coming from density, are coming from the ascended master level, called Rishi, or not Rishi. Ekar. Ecadic level. The Ecadic level. I talked to you guys about the Ekar. Ecadic. That's where Melchizedek comes from. Hello. That's the true Melchizedek. Not some bullshit Earth King calling himself Lord Melchizedek. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's so insulting when you think about it. You know, indigo, I mean, Guardians won't be insulted, okay? I'm just saying that's pretty effed up, man. It's the same with religion when this is the fallen angels and they're crucifying Christos. To them, that's hilarious. It's a black magic, wicked thing to do. To be your sigil. This is your sigil. Torture, agony, and death, and blood. Sacrifice. It's called a sacrifice. You see what's up with that? Well, billions of people don't, you guys. Billions of people don't have higher consciousness awakened. They're in a literal falling state. And we're trying to reach some of these people who are falling. And it's the people that I'm trying to help who will attack me. Who want to, hurt me even. Some people. So we're like, in a spiritual war, and we just keep being light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna turn being light off? Are you gonna go towards the dark side because it's easier or better or more empowering, self-empowering? Start thinking about yourself again, huh? Machiva. Angels and aliens, man. You know, after a certain level, after 11th dimension, no, after 12th dimension, there's no more extraterrestrials. And there's no more planets. According to Ashiana, the planets stop after density 4. So when you get to density 5, you're called antimatter. You're not particle, antiparticle, so to speak. You're like combined together, merging. That's what ascension is. You're trying to merge your you and your doppelganger. Double. What we call parallel self. From the parallel universe, the parallel earth. Everything has a parallel, including you. So isn't that a trip? And so you and your double are combining. Electromagnetism. It's actually literally particle is particum, which is mostly magnetic. And then the antiparticle universe, it's at first of all a higher particle speed, faster rate, but it's also mostly electric. So according to Ashiana, our parallel self is literally more advanced than we are. They're farther ahead because of the double particle speed. That's like Tara. That's what Tara's speed spins at. So but according to Ashiana, they've been taken over. Our higher self are over there. I mean, they're higher to us, and they've been taken over. They got their asses kicked by the, you know. So we're having the same issue here. So being an angel or, you know, this alien thing, just realize that you're involved in a war. Once again, it's multi-dimensional. Remember, you can't understand this shit through science and religion. You won't understand the multi-dimensional, your identity, your multi-dimensional history, or these concepts that we keep talking about. You won't know what really is an angel. Your mind will just shift right back to the definition by the Bible. Angel. And then you think of a name like, oh, Michael. I just saw 1212. That was so cool. You see what I'm saying? You'll be taken right straight to a distortion. You're linking your mind, your awareness, your understanding to a distortion. So it's not understanding. It's not real truth of God. You're getting distortion. You're getting a falsification of. Like some people are turning in their homework and other students are turning in a fabrication, a lie, a forgery. Someone else did it. They didn't do jack shit. See what I'm saying? Distortion! They don't want you to have truth. Are you kidding me? You can't have free, you know, that energy that's completely free. I can't say the hashtag, right? So you can't have, I don't know, opportunities like, you can't have perfect health. You gotta have pharmaceuticals and drugs and stuff to keep you going. Never better, never cured. So you just get to be average and just going along, patching stuff. You just patch stuff up that's broken. You don't actually heal jack shit. And when you can't even say the word cure because it's illegal, what the F? You never question this kind of shit, huh? People just blindly accept it. That's giving permission to the vampire. The vampires have gotten your permission. Thank you for your permission. See, they're wicked. They're gonna put some diabolical shit and inoculate you. Yeah, getcha. C'est moi quoi. Your children, you're under attack. Your planet is under attack. It's spiritual war. The sooner you realize that, then the faster you go through your spiritual awakening. Because otherwise you're lost in distortion. You're lost in a fake model of reality. A fake God, a false God, not the truth. You're following lies and bullshit. Think about it. You believe in an angry God. And I get this because I can't forget it. I can't drop it because there's people constantly writing comments about it. That is what we're up against. We're trying to help people in religion, and they're going to be attacking and judging us. So we knew that. We know this. I'm just reminding you, Holy One. Because you might get into some friendly debates or not so friendly debates. Just remember, we're the guardians. We're the ones that have to be loving and kind and friendly and you know, have manners and consideration. And but your opponent's not going to be like this. Your opponent's going to be dirty, profane, dirty as in like disrespectful and cruel and belittle you, judge you, whatever, compare you, all this shit. You have a homie next to you that's a guardian, they ain't judging nothing on you. They don't care. They love you. They know you're God. Whatever God is experiencing, let it, you know, is God. No, see, the two different belief systems, man. Those are some angry, pissed off, judging people. I don't want to hang around the church. That's what they do. No, thank you. Have fun. Go. Don't be knocking at my door telling me about Jehovah. I already know enough about Jehovah. No, thank you. Oh, I should put a sign out there or something. Yeah. I was only here for a couple days and they're already knocking on my door. No, thank you. I love you. Bless you in your beliefs. Yeah, right? Let me be on my merry way. But they don't want you to be on your merry way. Clean. Vampire. Judging. Yeah. Vampiring. Judging and hatred. Vampiring. You're a dark being. You're not nice. You're against life. You're anti-Christos. We transmute that shit. We're guardians of light. What's up, Pato? That grumpiness, that negativity, that aggression. Yeah. What's up, homie? We're full of life. We perceive God. We are sovereign. We are free. You're not. You're in bondage. Look at you following in fear and guilt and shame and subservience and blind worship these wicked beings of burning anger. It's like they speak in upside down, like they're telling me how bad I am, and they're the ones, you know what I'm saying? We're the ones smiling and speaking with love and empowering people, and they're the ones, rah, 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 stop, rah. Nothing loving, nothing, warm and sweet. No smiles and shit, just that's what you're freaking doing. Dark MFers. But you're Christians and good, but Jehovah Witness, you're sweet and nice. You're supposed to be nice. When someone sees you, that's that loving, sweet, kind person. Your religion is supposed to make you good. Why? It's not. God's angry. You're angry. You're burning this judgment on my ass. What? You're casting me. You're cursing me. You're cursing me to the lake of fire as black magic, homie. And to have a sigil in your bedroom. You have a sigil somewhere. A sigil in your house of sacrifice. You have a sigil, and you're wearing the sigil, and you're watching more. Hakashmas. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful that I got out of that shit when I was right after I moved out of the house. As soon as I left the house, I left that shit. Because before, I had no choice. Oh, why do you think kids want to get the F out of their freaking house, man? So, after you become 18, now you have a choice. Now you're free, so to speak, right? So, yeah. So this UFO I saw changed my life, and then I had visions of these alien beings. It changed my life. And out of all the things I've seen this year alone, in 2023, literally just expounded more changing of my life. More new, unbelievable, crazy, no way, yes way kind of stuff. Miracle, godlike type of stuff. Magical, paranormal, supernatural kind of stuff. All in 2023. No signs of slowing down. And I know some of you are too. Now, if you guys like this talk, I have over 600 videos, man. Are you kidding me? We talk a lot about this stuff. Regularly, every day, I'm putting out a video. Check them out. I got some playlists. Yeah, what's up, homie? Yeah. And we're loving and sweet. Look at the team here. Look at the people here. We might get a troll every now and then. Sometimes Indigo or Starman has to, mute someone. Not censorship, assholes. This is about someone being an asshole. Someone trolling. What do you think trolling is? It's being an asshole in public. Being a menace. Being interruptive. Being disruptive. Causing a ruckus. That's why there's a mute button, honey. Not a, hey, we don't want you around, you're banned. No, just mute. Don't mute. For a-holes who want to troll. It doesn't happen often. Most of the time we have loving, sweet people. Check it out, man. and you guys, I just want to say, before I continue on this conversation about aliens and UFOs, I just want to say, like a disclaimer and stuff, you don't have to believe anything I say, or anything Ashiana or the Guardians, what they say. You can think it's all BS if you want to, or maybe there's something here you resonate with. Maybe I don't know about the rest of that stuff, but I really dig, something here. And that's cool. Did you know that we can still get along and not agree with everything? We can still love each other. But that's not the way most people roll in this world. They don't have the same beliefs. Oh, we're damned. We're cursed. We're threatened. Yeah. See, that is religion. That is religion for you. Oh, you don't believe me? Test it yourself, patos. You will see how loving and sweet and forgiving, no, not really, religious people are. You will go see. Can you find some genuinely sweet people in religion? Of course, my parents are examples. My parents are cool and loving, and man, they knew they were allowed me in their, to make these videos all the time, and they know I don't believe everything they believe. So that's kudos to them. Because most Christians, because that's what they are, would not accept that, allow that. So, like, you have to believe. You can't be like talking against religion in our house. You know, they didn't give an F. They were cool Christians. They are cool Christians. Not damning and judging. Oh, privately they will, but not like out there. I get to hear everybody judges. Hello. Everybody not following law of one. Okay, we're not supposed to judge ourselves. We're supposed to be examples of non-judgment. We're serving a principle, you guys. We're light. We call ourselves light. It's not like lip service. You actually are light. Oh, what a concept. You're sweet and kind, and you speak and do sweet and kind. Not just pretend. I'm sweet. No, I'm gonna stab your back. Yeah. You know, it's despicable. Some people are despicable. They will say one thing to your face and then turn around and just get ya. Surprise the F out of you until it happens so many times now you're not surprised. Until you start being very careful who you're friends with. Right? I love you, man. Unconditionally, homie, give me a hug. What's up? Yeah, man. We can get along and not agree. You don't have to agree with me, man. We can still love each other. What's up? What's up, man? Oh, you're Christian. It's not possible. Okay, whatever. You're unforgivable. You're going to look like a fire. You know? That's how these people roll. Cursing you. You're going to some horrible place that you're forever. Not just for a long, long, long time. But no, time doesn't stop. It just keeps going, and you're still suffering and pain and horror. Suffering and pain and horror forever and ever in some very, 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 apparently very, very hot place. Man, those people are mean. Jehovah's fucking mean. That's mean shit. I'm sorry, that's an effed up. That's messed up. Anyways, I mean, a little bit of mercy. Come on, a tiny bit, Jehovah. Come on, that's effed up. Even for your standards, that's what. Anyways, Guardians will forgive. There is no forgiveness. Hey, come here. You want to change? Okay, let's change, homie. You can change and transmute and heal your shit. You don't have to be cast into some horrible place of torture. That is not something Creator God would do. That is something that is the imagination and the practice of a very dark, naughty being. And notice that maybe you're worshiping it. Notice that maybe a lot of the planet is worshiping these beings. and your religion, and in your religion, you think you're being saved. And when you're not, you find yourself in Phantom. How come I'm in Phantom? I believed in Jehovah. I believed in Jeshua, Jesus. Machiva. More cool. You know, they have all these vials of blood. You're supposed in a holy church. You're taking all these vials of and the flesh from the cadaver or whatever flesh, whatever. It's some flesh and someone's blood, and you're consuming it in this ritual, a big ritual. You know, I don't know if I should say this. Like if you're a guardian of light, have you ever asked yourself, what are the rules of engagement for a guardian being when you see horror or murder or something despicable like this? What are the rules of engagement? That was a question. Have you ever asked that of yourself? When you observe wickedness as a light being? Nothing? Well, think about this. The Atlanteans were pretty effed up in their head, right? They were trying to murder the Lemurians and destroy the continent of Mu. And I say try because the first time they did it, they actually backfired and destroyed their own home world, or their own continent. It came back and destroyed them. Well, see, this was something to do with the giant crystals grid that they had, but they weaponized it. And there's been even some wars that the Guardians intervened. Is that not rules of engagement? Did not the Guardians come to the planet Earth and stop the war? Yes, they did. They overpowered and what? What's this shit? What are the rules of engagement with a fallen angel, with a demon right here in front of you? Hurting a child, or hurting an animal, or hurting a human, anyone, what's the rules of engagement? If someone murders your whole family, what are the rules of engagement? To defend your own life. Are you allowed to defend your life and stop that person from taking your life? What are the rules of engagement? That's it. Food for thought. Yeah. I'm sure some of you will give your opinion. Alright, so I want to make a poll. You guys write it in the comments your answer. But I'm going to write a poll about if you've ever seen a UFO. I told you my story, and it's very emotional. But I'm curious about you guys. We had over 100 people tonight, right, Vatos? Okay, I'll write the question. Have you ever witnessed a UFO? Yes, no, or I'm not sure, because maybe it looked like it could have been a UFO, or you're not sure. I am not sure. Ask your community. What's up, patos? Yeah, man, we got this. Yeah. Some good shit, man. Yeah. It's frankincense They brought Jesus frankincense and myrrh. I'm burning it. There's some frankincense. We got some myrrh in the house. What's up, homies? It's just extra energy, man. It makes you feel good. And it clears up your space from those nasty ass demons. You guys, if you guys go on some medicine, right? You put some of that, you eat some of those mushrooms on your salad, right? Well, make sure you're burning incense resins. You don't want no dark shit, right? This will help, big time. It will definitely help. At least for me, it just didn't happen at all. I mean, no dark shit. Because I don't know about you guys, but when you're shot way the F up, right? High worlds and high beings, that's unknown to this awareness. So that causes a little bit of, maybe a little bit of fear. Because it's so alien, so otherworldly. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with something that's otherworldly. You are God, sovereign, free. You are God, witnessing another part of Creator. And you're always mindful of your own safety. You don't put yourself into dangerous situations. I don't need someone to sit with me. If you guys need someone to sit with you, I guess do it, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're really afraid. I think that's one of the main reasons some people are afraid to be alone on medicine when you're eating mushrooms from your salad, on your salad. It's like, what's wrong with people when they put pineapples on pizza? I don't know, it just clicked in my brain. I just said it, sorry. I don't like pineapple on my pizza. I would not marry you if you like that. Sorry. I'm joking. You don't like artichoke and eggplants, do you? Huh? We're getting a divorce. You know, some things when you were a kid and you just can't stand. Well, one of those was my mom's eggplant. I could not stand it. I don't want. And why are they eating artichokes so often? It's disgusting. I don't like it, man. Come on. Ow. And then I lived with my grandma for a while, and she liked artichoke. Oh my gosh, an eggplant. What the F? What did I do in my past life? So, you know how you all dislike something a lot? Well, I just shared some of the stuff I didn't like. I love mustard, and a lot of people don't like mustard. I love mustard on my hot dog when I would eat meat, before. And my hamburger, I had to literally ask for mustard because some of the places did not put mustard. I said, please put mustard. Oh, we already do. Oh, okay. And then sometimes they don't. So I got to say, put mustard and put extra mustard. Not Grey Poupon, that yellow shit. Please give me mustard on my hamburger. You guys, I don't eat meat right now. At least not right now. Because I'm known to go up and down from my diet. It just depends on my circumstances. Like, sometimes I need a ton of energy. My physical body needs a bunch of energy. Like when I was moving, that was hardcore. I was not in shape. I needed extra energy, so I did eat junk food when I was moving. Because I wanted some fast calories, fast carbs. Now, not tomorrow. Now. I love you guys. What you doing? Give me a hug. Come on. At least we're blessed with good connection tonight.
Sometimes this channel has some rough connection, man. Starman, what's up, bro? Yeah, hanging out, soaking it up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. According to Indigo, I think he had a few of those this week. Or earlier, right? Unless you thought it was supposed to be private. Sorry. Cheeto Puffs. Somebody's eating Cheeto Puffs? Don't tease me, man. Come on. You guys know I'm a sucker for Cheez-Its. Yeah, that was my weakness, Cheez-Its. I love the white cheddar Cheez-Its the most, man. OMG. I could literally finish a family size by myself in 2 seatings probably. I mean, if I wanted to, I'd do 1 seating, but family size is pretty, that would be a lot of Cheez-Its, but yeah, I was ridiculously crazy about Cheez-Its. I wanted to try all their flavors. If you didn't know it, they have lots of flavors. I guess I liked them all, but my least favorite would have been the bacon cheddar one. But yeah, they have all kinds of... They have a ranch one that was awesome. Oh, man. Yeah, I love Cheez-Its, man. And Krispy Kreme donuts. But I stopped eating that shit, Anyways, think about aliens. Do they eat donuts and coffee like in their UFO, or do they even eat or drink? Probably not. Can you imagine an alien landing at a Dunkin' or a Krispy Kreme donuts and going inside and ordering? They can fabricate money, so that's not a problem. So they have a universal translator, so that's not a problem. They would scare some humans, but they walk in and pay money. They get some Krispy Kreme donuts. And then these aliens, they're all got their dozen donuts because it was real cheap. And then they get inside their UFO and they start eating one of those cream-filled donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts. OMG, man. This homie alien is going to want to stay on Earth. He'll park right next to Krispy Kremes and just live off of donuts, Vato. I know if I wasn't a vegan or alkaline diet, I would be living by, a Dunkin', a Krispy Kreme donuts too. Sorry guys. All kidding aside, food's a weakness. Food's a distraction. Food is emotional. Food is social programming. Food is what the F. Food has some issues. If you're on a spiritual journey, you're going to have a weird relationship with food. It's going to be a conundrum. Suddenly food now becomes mysterious and weird and scary. Now you don't know what the F kind of food to eat. Now you're very confused, and now you're going to try this advice, and then you're going to try that advice on food, and then you're going to try to do no food. And, you're on a spiritual journey. We do weird shit, like fast. Yeah. Like be careful and mindful of what we actually put into our body. Yeah. There's a strategy behind it. Okay? It's not just for this kind of energy, but it's also for this energy. So, consciousness is interesting. You can see things or feel things or just suddenly know things. But it's depends on your soul experience, your oversoul experience, what you are as a greater consciousness, a higher consciousness. So kind of like that's what's going on Earth. We're all trying to figure it out. What am I? What are we humans? What is Earth? What's the truth about God and the Anunnaki? Aliens. I started watching Harry Potter again, and I'm going through all the series. I'm on the last one now. But you know, those are the type of movies I gravitate to. I see 633. I love that number, 633. Thank you for that. We are, yeah, it's all synchrony, baby. We feel synchrony coming in. We know we're divine beings. There's no ego. You don't allow that. But you do recognize your higher consciousness coming in. But you don't like boast it and shit. I'm just simply tell my experiences when I'm on the mushroom on my salad, you know. I like to talk about that. It's just good for me to get it out the day after, because then it helps me remember by talking about it. It's not like I write it. I should write a diary, and that's my advice to you, is to write it down, you guys, as soon as possible. Why not record the audio? Why not record a video while you're in an altered state of consciousness? It might be 5-6 hours long, so be prepared for that, but, you know, why not? For me, it's usually not as long, 3 or 4 hours, depending on if I want to make it a marathon. You can take, 5 grams. I'm not recommending that, but that's what I like. The last time I did it was only 3 grams. It was freaking awesome, just on 3. I know there's a difference. I can feel more higher stuff with more dosage. So that's a play. That's an experiment you have to check on your own body, your own mind, consciousness. Because we're all different, and there's a lot of factors like tolerance level. Like, what is your tolerance for something that you take a lot or take very little or even never? You won't have a tolerance issue then. So dosage is different depending on your tolerance. So you can't really give one advice like 5 grams as a good advice, I wouldn't do that. I'll tell you guys what I do. I should even record it sometime, and cut the boring parts out, but I take like between 500 to 1,000 milligrams, right? Is that right? Milligrams? And then I check. I wait. I just go ahead to do 999. I look on my scale. I keep adding more until it says 999. That's almost 1 milligram, right? So 0.9 something. I like 9s. So anyways, I it's my birthday in 2 weeks, I think. Almost 2 weeks. We have this like testing first. I always test first and check a small dosage, because I know I'm probably going to go to 2 or 3 milligrams. Is it milligrams, right? It's not grams, right? Sometimes I get the gram or milligram thing. I believe we're talking about milligrams. Doesn't matter. You guys know what I mean. 500, right? 5,000. 5,000 is 5,000 milligrams. That's a big dose, you guys. That's why I say start with just 1,000 milligrams. Maybe someone wrote it in chat. Anyways, maybe the chat is off. But what I do is I test a small amount, 1,000, and then I go to 2,000. What? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know how I know that people say 5,000. Shit. Milligrams. Thank you. So, but on a scale, that would say 1.0, not 1000. It would say 1.00. So the 1 means a gram. So Oh, okay. So 5 grams would be 5,000. Okay, that's where that's coming from. Thank you for explaining that. So yeah, I would take 1 gram then, or I'm gonna do it by the thousands. Okay, 1,000 milligrams. I would take 1,000 and see how I feel. If I feel like, okay, what we're trying to do is get to the visions. You're trying to creep up to the visions and then stop it. Or no, I would say, okay, do I see anything yet? No? Okay. But I wait. You wait a half hour or 45 minutes, depending on your body, on an empty stomach too. That means earlier, so a half hour for me on an empty stomach. Or if I feel nothing or see nothing, okay, another gram. See, I'm creeping up now to 2 grams. And check that. As soon as I hit 1 visuals, then I'll take a whole extra gram right then and there and stop. I want an extra gram as soon as I get visuals, and then that will be just right. So I creep up to it, then take a gram, and then, so you could have totally different numbers. So go by what you, it's all about consciousness. It's all about consciousness, man. And we expand and evolve using this. That's my personal opinion from a spiritual, psychic point of view. I literally know things were awakened inside of me using the medicine. But I also know my consciousness is aligned with the Christos. So there's some unknown factors. Maybe you're into the medicine but not the Christos. So you would have a different experience. You see what I'm saying? Like what I do is I creep it up. But before I even go like this, man, I pray over it. I cleanse it. Just like you saw me on the incense. I'm cleansing this medicine. I'm speaking to it. I'm charging it. And also having the blessing with my guardians when I speak to them and connect to them. All before I drink it. Then I drink it. I take it serious, man. And if I wasn't like I've been attacked before, so I would normally go completely dark and put a blindfold on and earplugs in. But when you've been attacked pretty strong for a few times, I don't do that anymore. Because I know the possibility is there. If I'm a threat, there's always going to be, it's like you're a knight. You're a knight, dude. You're going to expect an enemy. You're going to expect an attack. You're a guardian. You guard, and you are going to be against this. Maybe you're going to mess with the succubus or fight back with the succubus that's trying to attack your ass. Because that's real shit, man. They wait for you to be in that exposed state. And when you're in this twilight state of half awake, half asleep. Like right when you're about to go into full sleep. And not being aware, not being in control. Well, that's a weakness, a vulnerability, a window of opportunity for a spirit, a trickster, or some fallen being to try to mess with you. I mean, if this being's over on you, sucking your freaking life force, what the shit? It wasn't your permission. Oh yeah, please suck my life force when I'm sleeping. What? So. Hey, by the way, I know this is a spiritual thing or being, but it's also an extraterrestrial in another dimension. I see succubus, you don't. You only see sleep paralysis. Those who aren't psychic. They don't see no succubus. They just, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. They don't see the spirit. Remember, those people who don't believe in psychic abilities are the ones laughing at us who do have them and see this shit. Like this kid in this movie, The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Until Bruce Willis realizes he's the one that's dead, and he's just one of the dead people that the kid sees. He thinks he's still a shrink, a child shrink, right? He's a shrink for kids. That's an old movie now, but still famous. I see dead people. Yeah. That's when Ghostbusters was out. So they had spirit movies, ghost movies, ghoulies, and gremlins. All these little demon creatures. Even Labyrinth had goblins and ghouls in it. I mean, as kids, I was playing this freaking goblins and creatures video games. We're trained early, man, to be fascinated by dark shit. We're curious about death. One time, I was so upset at my friend. This was like, I don't know, 20 years ago. Because he showed me some video without warning me. And I started watching this video, and it's a video where they cut the person's head off. That was so disgusted, man. I did not want to see that. And this is some prick who thinks it's a sense of humor. Oh, it's funny. You got scared. Dude. So, we deal with people like this. Some type of off, twisted, or dark, thinking. So, like, we want to surround ourselves around other loving people like us, right? We don't want to be around some weird, bizarre, fallen angelic, hybrid, Drake or hybrid Anunnaki who's got a chance to go to the light side, but look what it's doing. What is it involved with? Is it even got a chance, right? I love you. I want to hug you. What's up? Yeah. I like talking about these beings and all different types of beings, and not just aliens, but fairy beings and all kinds of animal beings and all kinds of consciousness in different places of the world, and the shapes of these aliens, the appearance of life, not just carbon matter life, other kinds of life. Scientists only think this life is only carbon matter. I'm a Machiva. They don't realize everything. Everything is alive, has consciousness, is energy, is spirit. Everything here is alive, is consciousness. Consciousness is what makes reality. Reality is made by all consciousness. When you know that every single ultra micro particle, that's what the Guardians call them, because we have particles in our physics, our sciences, right? Well, the Guardians say there's something smaller than your quark. Well, the scientists haven't found it yet, because the particle is a single unit, supposedly, right, that groups together to create a strand. Now you have particle units creating strands. Now these strands are groups of particle. Now the strands themselves are being grouped with other strands. Now these strands or net is making a fabric. So particae group into strands. The strands group to become a fabric, which is a grid. So the strands become a grid of particae. So particae units become particae strands, coalesce to become particae grids, and the particae grids become these chelons, which is what's making our elementary units of our crystal body. So the chelons grow and evolve into more complex chelon codes, and that is what is our morphogenetic field. It's apparently, according to Ashiana's description, it's like spherical, crystal sphere, and it's beautiful, and it's where we're stationed. This isn't really our true form, but we're having an experience in this DNA as a human. But in our next experience in a higher level, it'll be angelic, a different type of life. First as an astral, then an archetype, and then an angel. So here it's primitive, very low level. Come on, some atomic life, plant life, animal life, elemental life, and human life. That's the spectrum here. Up here, astral, archetype, angelic. So that is what we're connecting to. Remembering, speaking, expressing, living, being, walking, talking angel. We don't have the ego of it, just know that our third eye is opening and our awareness of that part of us is coming in, streaming in like spiritual Wi-Fi. So here we are awakening. What's up, Indigo? Awaken, from your slumber. Remember who you are, holy ones. You are holy. I love you unconditionally. Some of us are soul family. That higher level of yourself, of ourself. So we're tight. We got this. We're legions, man. The dark ones are legion, but we're these massive collectives too, We got peeps, man, up there. Other spiritual G's, gangsters. Okay? We group together these like minds within God, within Christos. We have these like minds. They're called the guardian angelic nations. All those who serve law of one in the universe of universes, the multiverse. All advanced, evolved beings. They're not following religions. They're not following dogma or churches or ministers or popes or priests. Okay? They're not following anyone. They're not worshiping anyone. They subscribe to, they think, and belong to the law of one. All are God. They realize all as God. They see it and connect to that truth, to that understanding, to that knowing. And it's really an identity of yourself. All ourselves, we share this identity because we're all the one. So consciousness is funny like that. We just, as we evolve and grow, we become more godlike because we remember more of God, because we encompass the awareness of more. That's all we're playing with, is our awareness. Here, look at our awareness. Down here, way down here, our awareness is small. But as you go through your spiritual awakening, your awareness is bigger, and you're gaining more memory. This is how a multi-dimensional consciousness works. It grows, then it's remembering. Because the truth is, The truth is, you guys, we didn't start way down here in ignorance. We started out with all the knowledge first. And for whatever reason, intentional or otherwise, we fell down to lesser of ourselves. Lesser knowledge, lesser consciousness, lesser spirit, lesser memory, awareness, connection to God. Still God, just a distortion, just a fragmented, a piece of the greater whole. Doesn't mean you're less. Remember, all are gods, so all are equal in God. So there is no intrinsic difference. Intrinsically, we're all equal. Now, higher consciousness simply means it's more of it, more energy in one. So the higher you go, you return that, to the original. So I think it's beautiful because we're like these great mighty beings came all the way down, humbled ourselves all the way down to the small level of ourselves. Then we returned. You guys, that is what is an ascended master. One of these godlike entities, right, came to our 15-dimensional time matrix, agreed to it, came inside, and explored it. It projected itself all the way to the bottom. You're an ascended master that put itself here all the way throughout. So you're it's all happening at once, simultaneously. You're existing in all these levels at once. Now, most of that part of you knows it and remembers it. Down here, we're cut off from that memory. It's literally been distorted out of us in our DNA. You're becoming lesser human. You're becoming a distorted human, more distorted than you are already. So that's what we're kind of up against as a people. Like the human race is up against being attacked many ways, but this is one of the important ways we're being attacked, is through our DNA. Now, you know that there's other divine beings here. There's other aliens who live on the planet. That's why these beings can't just come and take over us. And think about this. They had to seduce us in Atlantis. They had to trick us. They had to go in and sneak in and somehow get us to think in a distorted way. It was like a snake charmer, like a hypnotist. They're tricking us and manipulating us. They're manipulating guardians who know and study and follow the law of one, but they somehow got them. And obviously that didn't happen overnight. If we're talking about they first fell 250 billion years ago, man. Well, dang. That's a lot of time for these beings to be existing way before we even existed. Wasn't our war. We didn't exist before their war started 250 billion years ago. Humans were created and seeded in density 2 on a planet called Tara, and literally 560 million years ago. That's when our race was originally created. And we lived for 10 million years before we fell. Or you would say before we had this problems with the fallen angels, they were once good but turned bad, the Anunnaki, and then so they ended up taking over Atlantis. They still didn't control Lemuria, but that's why they wanted to wipe us out. Those who were still representing Law of One. So the Anunnaki came to a planet, divided it. They're home wreckers. But we have free will. We're guilty of allowing this to happen. We forget the law of one? Apparently. So, because we allowed these dupers, they duped us in ancient Atlantis. And we fell. Like, literally, they destroyed and created this destruction in the planet and fell. And because it was such a powerful weapon, it was this giant crystal grid. We're talking building size. Imagine one building size huge crystal. It looks like quartz, but it's called selenite. This is 24 giant selenite building size. Like in Voyagers, they described it as tall as the Empire State Building. So these are also, I've heard Ashiana talk about them in the Egyptian lecture series. She talks, it's very bad audio on that recording, unfortunately. It took me a while to get through that. But she talks about us living in those. We used to live in these giant crystal cities that we're talking about, that were weaponized. They were grouped together because there's 12 in our planet, 12 in the parallel planet, our parallel Earth. So that's 24 that were used, combined, and through crystals and the planetary grid energies, they weaponized it to attack the Lemurians, which was a calculation that they made a mistake. They actually backfired when they tried to do this. Thankfully for the Lemurians, but that's called instant karma. They went to shoot the crystal beam weapon at the Lemurians, but it backfired and came back and destroyed the continent of Atlantis. Now understand that we allowed this to happen. We allowed the Anunnaki to take us over and to change us not from law of one. We fell to this false creeds through religion. This is why I talk about religion, because it was done through religion. Our people fell because of religion. It was done through patriarchy. And with patriarchy, you subdued the female. And when you subdue the female, you're no longer living the sacred law of one. You're off balanced, you're polarized, and it's sad. It's dark. So this is what religion is, guys. This is what religion brought us. And so we fell, and now we're being ruled by it. We're ruled. That's our covenant with these dark beings. The sacrifice God is now disempowering your Christos. It's like you're stabbing your own Christos. You're destroying you're allowing it to be destroyed, your own Christos. It's like giving permission to slavery, agreeing to it, without really knowing what's the hell is going on. And while they can't just completely take over, I believe eventually there comes a point where they will be able to, because look what happens in the future. They get to a point where they can do it, which is a hashtag I cannot say. But you know what I'm talking about? When all nations come into one nation, what is that called? I wonder. 3 initials. One, and the other one is world, and the third one is order. When all nations become under one, what is that? They finally get it done. And it's not an earth thing, it's an extraterrestrial. It's extraterrestrials doing it to you. You will be under what's Ashiana called alien martial law, extraterrestrial martial law. How do you think that's going to be like? experiencing that. Like a human martial law would be pretty serious. But an extraterrestrial race that hates you, that has now just conquered you, and now it's enslaved you to whatever its whims are. And you know these beings are Luciferian or Satan. The Anunnaki are Luciferian. The reptilians are Satanists. Now, this is an Anunnaki reptilian thing. It's not an Earth thing. Because people will try to argue on the source of Lucifer and the source of Satan, when it's the Guardians themselves telling us that Lucifer comes from the Anunnaki. They actually have a family, a powerful dark family called the Lolitan. And these Lolitan are Inky Anunnaki, which is the race that lives on planet Nibiru in our solar system. So it's not even as if the Anunnaki had far to go. Well, you got to understand, we were attacked by Jehovian Anunnaki, but also these Nibirian Anunnaki, so that's different time periods, right? Different enemies, but different Anunnaki. Like, remember, there's also another Anunnaki that looks almost human, but they're giants, and that's the Nephilim Anunnaki. It's pretty incredible, you guys, because it's these Nephilim Anunnaki that some of you Indigo Type 3s are dealing with. Literally. Remember, 2 souls in one body. Well, that second soul is the Nephilim Anunnaki that you guys agreed to. Now, religion would have a field day with this. They'll say it's all this satanic shit to have 2 souls in one body. That's possession or some shit. And it has to be exercised. When this was an agreement made by you and the Nephilim. You as an Oraphim indigo child, and them as an, a dark Nephilim that did some pretty dark shit on Earth. They were kicked off of our planet and taken to Nibiru. So we got some of the Nephilim that went to Nibiru. And you guys do know in the book of Genesis, in your Holy Bible, they mention not only Jehovah. You'll find the name of your God is Jehovah in Genesis, and also they named the race. The Anunnaki race, they named it in Genesis, Nephilim. So they got there right in the beginning. Right in the beginning, you got these alien Vato names right in your face. Both Anunnaki races. And notice how you have the serpent, reptilian. You have the serpent in your Bible too. So, there's some other BS going on with the reptilians. Machiva. I mean, you can technically call us angels and archangels, time travelers, because they're from the future coming to the past, which is Earth, period. We're the past to them. We're primitive to them. But they love us, and they know we're suffering pretty bad and being taken over by the enemy, conquered from within. That's still thousands of years away, you guys, before they take over. But I'm just saying that in the scheme of things, how reincarnation works, you could be gone for a long time until that happens. And then you That's only minutes then, you know? When you die and come back, you would feel like it was minutes. But you would be technically waiting for that to come about, you know? Shikas Machiva. Like it's like outside of this time space. There is no time. You come into spaces, and that's time. It's like all illusion, but a perceived illusion for our spirit to experience. Anyways, I wanted to wrap this up, you guys, and much respect to those of you who lasted. It's about 8 o'clock. Oh, there's still 87 of you. 118 likes. Someone donated. I must have missed a donation, you guys. I didn't mean to. I hope I can still find the message. Yeah, I don't know if I can see it. I'm going to the top. I know I said thank you to somebody, but it says more now, so I must have missed you guys. Someone will tell me. I think Starman will tell me who donated. Wrap up a blunt? I can't smoke any. If you're talking to me, I can't smoke. Patos! I want the tacos! No. I just thought it was cool, man. I used to love tacos, man. I still do, but I can't eat them, man. What good is a vegan taco, right? That's like, what? From Liverpool, UK? Thank you, Holy One. Much respect to you. Reincarnated Soul 333. Yeah. Oh man, thank you, Starman and Indigo Wizard. You guys are cool vatos, man. Thank you for watching out tonight. You guys know I'm here every Tuesday, so ow, that didn't feel good. I guess it's alright. I'm here every Tuesday, guys, so thank you for coming tonight. And I come out here about 4 or 5 times a week. So I'm here pretty often, you guys. So usually around the same time period. But I try to put out videos, new videos almost every day. You can see some videos and watch some of my playlists. They're pretty cool, guys. Yeah. I wouldn't say so myself, yeah. But it's usually short videos, but I'll make long videos too, and it's meant to like engage your DNA and awaken your connection to your inner Christos. Okay, that's what these teachings are, the inner Christos. And thank you guys for sitting here with me, holding space with me. Christos, gangsters in Christ, yeah. And we're bringing it. We love it. Yeah, we got this. It's like some of us hear the calling, and we just are not satisfied with normal life. We just want to serve and find our highest potential while we're here. Yeah, man, we have greatness waiting for us, you guys. We're gonna experience greatness. Come on, you got this. We're blessed. We're protected. We're watched over. We're being cheered. Come on, Guardians. This is Earth. This is our planet. This is our consciousness. This is our awakening. We got this. We're doing this. Yeah. Check out my other videos, you guys. I talk a lot about angels and aliens. Watch some of my other videos. Binge watch some of them. Yeah. Peace and love to you guys. Much respect to you. Thank you, Starman, Indigo Wizard. And I'll see you guys on the flip-flop, right? On my next video. We got this. We're gonna bring this blessing more, and more people are gonna come. Someday you'll see 200 people in chat. What's up? Yeah, you guys. You can reach me on Facebook or Instagram. Send me a message by Gmail below. Check out my Etsy shop, homies. What's up? I got crystals. You like crystals? I got crystals. I got ooh. Don't spill my incense. I have some crystal balls. I have all kinds of different raw crystals, tumbled crystals. I also sell my artwork, homie. You want to see some Lyran cat people? I make them. Check it out. Etsy shop below. I'll see you guys soon. Have lucid dreams. Love yourself. Make love to yourself. I love you guys. Yeah. Namaste. Good night to you. Sweet dreams. Lucid dreams. See some spirit guides. Call out to your angel. Speak some Lyran Anuhazi. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Yeah, baby, you got this. Lyran, Feline, Syrian, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Andromedan, and Mentakan, Orion, Vega, Avion, Aramentena, Earth. What's up, homies? I don't want to let you go. Come on over. Come by. Come on over. We're going to have a party. Sorry. You just gotta love it. Yeah, man. Be in a good mood. Tell somebody you love them. Give them a hug. Talk to them about God. And talk to them about unity. It's beautiful, baby. Namaste. Namaste, Holy One. Much respect. Yeah.